Indians. And let's have a look at the Cleveland Indians lineup. Michael?
Leading things off, it'll be Michael Brantley, then Cabrera, Chu. Hafner had a grand slam against Felix in Cleveland. He will hit fourth. Nix, Brown, Laporta, Valbuena, and Jimenez with backup catcher will hit ninth. Felix Hernandez, eye-popping numbers for him. 211 in the third innings, 59 walks to 200 strikeouts. 220 average against Felix this year. And the defense behind him, Langerhand's getting the start in left field. Saunders still in center field. And Ichiro out and right in the infield. On the left side will be Lopez and Josh Wilson. On the right side, Pickens and Kochman. And Adam Moore will do the catching.
Felix Hernandez, 68-game winner at the age of 24. You think in terms of how young he is and what his potential may be. I mean, you may be looking at one of the few kids that will have, in this day and age, with, you know, the way pitchers are used these days, a chance to win 300 games in his career.
I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree that I think he has a really good chance. 24 years old. He's already been in this league for 6 years. And you know, I think you look at him overall, the numbers, he just gets better. Last year, a terrific year for Felix. And this year, I think he's pitched even better than that. Sky's the limit for him. I spoke to a scout, probably about 6 weeks ago about Felix. And they have their rating system, and he's a plus across the board. And at the bottom of it, he put Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And there's a line drive to center field, and it's backhanded out there by Saunders. Filling in for Franklin Gutierrez. That's a mighty tough play for a center fielder. It's a low line drive. It's almost right at you, and he played it beautifully.
And the key is get a good break on it, and he was able to do that. Stays with it. Saunders normally plays left field, but as we all know by now, he covers a lot of ground. Does a nice job in center field when he's taking care of Gutierrez when he needs a day off.
Astrobal Cabrera will be the hitter. Franklin Gutierrez, matter of fact, wasn't even on the bench last night. He was in the training room. He was trying to shake off the effects of a bug, flu or whatever. And he's back in the dugout at least today and available for pinch hitting duty. And that's a little bit outside. So the count of ball and a strike on Cabrera. Straight change, a little outside. Jerry Lane is the man calling balls and strikes this afternoon. He's the crew chief of this group of umpires. Line drive right back to the mound. That's the second game in a row he's gotten a shot like that, although I will say that last time was a lot harder than that one.
This one's off the end of the bat a little bit, kind of a casual catch by Felix. The other one knocked him on his back off the back of the mound. As you take a look at it, Felix pitch away. Cabrera hits it back at him off the end of the bat, so it really wasn't that hard, but a nice play by Felix.
And here comes Mr. Chu. Shin-Soo Choo, the ex-Mariner. One. Mile an hour right in on his hands.
You look at Cabrera as he hits this back. Says something. Cabrera, former Mariner, probably knows Felix well. Adam Moore. Seems like Adam, over the last month, every time he's back there, he gets a shot to the face mask. That last one certainly jar you a little bit as it hits him right on the chin.
One and two. 1-2. And he got it. So it ends up being 1-2-3 inning, a couple of line drive outs and a strikeout. And we are underway. The Mariners come up. No score.
Kochman Langerhans getting the start out in left field. He will hit 6 more. Saunders and Josh Wilson. Shortstop will hit 9. Look at the numbers for Gomez. Only 38 innings pitched for him so far. 20 strikeouts to 12 walks. Nice ERA, just over 3.
And just 22 years of age. He's working on a lot of rest. Working on 7 days rest. His last start was a week ago yesterday. As Ichiro bangs one by the third baseman into left field. So he doesn't wait long as he picks up this 177th hit.
He gets a fastball away from him. You can see the third baseman Nixon playing well up in front of the bag. Able to slap it by him. Take a look at the rest of the defense. Brown, Crow, and Chu in the outfield. Then you have Nix and Cabrera on the left side of the infield. Valbuena getting to start at second base. Laporta over at first. And Jimenez will do the catching.
Well, it'd be great if the Mariners could come up with some crooked numbers here early in this ball game because, as you know, they have really struggled as there is a bunt down the third baseline that goes foul as a spin brings it back over the line down the third baseline about 5 feet up the third base line. The Mariners have scored 3 or less runs in 9 consecutive games. And yet they are 3-6 on this homestand. I don't think Figgins is sacrificing there.
No, I think he was running for a base hit.
Genmar from Caracas, just 22, 6'3", 170 pounds. Two. Talking to some of the Cleveland people, they say he has an immature slider. In other words, he's working on his slider. It's a flat slider, and he has a tendency to get in trouble with it from time to time. It's basically a ground ball pitcher, good sinker. But he gets a fly ball pop-up this time off the bat of Figgins. One down. And Big Russell Brandon, who had a home run last night. He has the 2 home runs that the Mariners have had in their last 10 games. Both of them off the bat of Russell Brandon. And the shift is on, which means the third baseman Nix moves over on the first base side of second, and the shortstop is the only man left on the left side. Why? One shortstop doesn't go over there.
My guess is because Nix has played some second base. He's probably comfortable over there, and your shortstop, you want more range, better arm, which Cabrera has. Leave him there.
1-0 on Russell. Brandon. On the count, the Labor Day special will feature Jason Vargas and Brett Anderson tomorrow afternoon from the Oakland Coliseum. First game of that 3-game series, I should say. And there's Jason.
A couple of good left-handers.
In the dirt. Change up that time, and a good one.
It's a good one. Good location, too, on the outside corner. Pitches up a little bit. But Russell in a 3-1 count, assuming he was going to get a fastball.
And Ichiro goes. The pitch swung on. A fly ball hit to left field. And that's going to be caught out there by Jordan Brown, the rookie left fielder. 2 away. Stuff in on him too far.
I think this would be a good matchup for Lopez. Gomez likes to throw his sinker, his two-seamer inside. Lopez likes the ball close to him. I think he would get a few pitches to handle in today's game.
Goes a runner and the no throw. Oh, Ichiro will have an easy stolen base. His 36th.
Just a fastball. I think Jimenez, the catcher, he just couldn't get the handle on a nice jump by Ichiro. I don't think he was able to get the ball cleanly out of his glove, so he elected not to throw it down to second base.
Shortstop Cabrera will throw him out. So here in the first, Ichiro, a base hit. He's left out at second base as the ball is hit right between his legs, and the side is. Was the man who basically did Felix Hernandez in Cleveland. The grand slam home run takes a strike on the inside corner. As 6 unearned runs were charged against Felix Hernandez in that 7-run 7th inning, a swing and miss. 1-2, and Hafner did the damage with the bases loaded, hit a home run over the center field fence. That was after quickly 2 outs and a routine ground ball. It was botched by Figgins at second base, and it opened the floodgates. 1-2 the count on Hafner, and a swing and a miss over Max this time. 3 pitches, see you later. Take a look at our steel cut above the rest. When you look at the Cy Young contenders, look at the sleeper way over there on your right, Mike. Look at Soriano. 1.70, 41 saves and 42 attempts. I believe his last outing was 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches.
And we've been talking about Felix and the Cy Young Award over the last few weeks, and I just put him in the race a couple of days ago after seeing those numbers. You don't think about looking at the relievers, but what a year he has had for Tampa.
Man. Jason Nix has taken a strike. We will see Tampa, not this trip, but on the next trip, the last trip of the year, which is kind of a weird one. It starts in Toronto, goes to Tampa, ends up in Texas. Tampa, all of a sudden, 2.5 games back in the American League East.
Yankees have won 8 in a row.
About the Padres, can they stop the fall? 9 in a row. So Nix is down on strikes. Can they stop it?
Oh, they're going to win a game. They're up 2 games. Take a look at this last pitch for Felix. Gets his 3rd strikeout of the game. But they're a couple games up on the Giants. I think the concern would be is offensively they've been challenged this year. And their pitching has been really good this year. But it's young pitching. And you're now in the middle of the fire. Bud Black has done a great job with that club, but I think it's going to be tough on them to try to hang on and deal with having to win games on a daily basis the rest of the way out.
This is Jordan Brown. The kid was just called up, taking outside ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. This is a strike, hit 298 at Columbus.
What do you think? You think Padres hang in there? I hope they do. It's a good story.
Let's not kid ourselves. I think we both agree they've overachieved this year.
Yes.
But there's nothing wrong with that if you can do it.
No, there's not. There's a lot to be said for that. And, you look at when the season started, breaking spring training, a lot of clubs, or a lot of people had that club finishing last. So they've definitely overachieved. But here they are. It's the first week of September, and they're in it, leading their division by 2 games.
And just outside. Just inside, did he go? And oh my, I say no.
Another hard breaking ball. Take a look, see if Brown was able to hold up. I think he did, but it was a good pitch anyways. Pitch is right there on the inside corner.
Since being called up.
To work to a 3-2 count. Last 2 pitches. Good fastballs from Felix. 96 miles an hour.
Around 20,000 or so here this afternoon. And that's going to be back into the stands also. Right down the left field line. So Jordan Brown giving Felix a battle. Felix, by the way, 2 strikeouts away from tying Jared Weaver again for the league lead in strikeouts. He has 203 now. Jared Weaver has 205. Make it 204 now. Only 1 away as he strikes out the side here in the second. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom half of the second, and there is no score. That's right. Casey Kotzman taking a strike on 1 to count. And that delivery's outside. And by the way, they could go into play tonight against Fresno as champions because Salt Lake City, as I understand it, plays this afternoon. And if they lose, it's all over. And that's fouled back. And over the screen, the ball and 2 strikes the count. Iowa and Memphis, I understand, in one division are battling it out. Memphis has to win the final 2 games against Iowa. They're playing head-and-head to win it. And that is down low and inside. And Sacramento has already won the Pacific Coast League South. So the Rainiers will be playing Sacramento in the first round. That's fouled off the third base side. And Oklahoma City is, I understand, won the other division in PCL. That's the Texas Rangers AAA affiliate, Oklahoma City. Base hit into left field. That's been punching the ball the other way. We invite you to join us here at St. Paul Field when both Sox return. The Sox are going to return for a big 3-game series beginning Monday, a week from tomorrow, September the 13th, and good seats are still available to see the Mariners host David Ortiz and the Red Sox. You can lock in your seats today at mariners.com. Langerhans is the hitter. And takes outside. Looks to me like you were right, Mike. Boston just suffered too many injuries, devastating injuries, to be able to keep up with New York or Tampa.
Yeah, I think it's just tough. And Terry Francona, I have a lot of respect for him. I think he's one of the best managers in baseball, but you're asking a lot, especially the guys that they missed for such a long time this year. Ellsbury out for a long time, Cameron out for a long time, Victor Martinez, just listen. Veritek, Youkilis, Pedroia. You're asking. You're just asking for a lot for that club to hang in to the East, where you have the Yankees and Tampa Bay, and really the Blue Jays can cause some problems. The Blue Jays beat New York today 7-3, but that's asking a lot. And I think eventually that would catch up to you, and it has. It looks like with the Red Sox.
2-0 on Langerhans. Gomez catches the inside corner there. Count 2-1. Genmar misses outside. 3-1. Genmar is 22 years of age. Caracas. I think he's got some good looking arms. That's right, too.
I think what's going to be interesting is if Tampa can stay in it. With us going there at the end of the year, we'll be, a week and a half left in the season. We'll see what it's going to be like at Tropicana. So all those games will be important to them.
Steve Kotzman's going here. He is. And swung on. The ground ball hit to first base. A fair ball. And Laporta will turn around and run it back to the bag as Kotzman ends up at second base.
He takes off trying to stay out of the double play. Laporta coming in. Probably goes foul if he lets it go, but he'll take the out.
And you'll add more. The hitter. Strike on the outside corner. See where Rob Johnson had to be placed on a 7-day DL by Tacoma. Got hit in the hand. And that's a little punch shot in the right field for a base hit. So here comes Kotzman around third. They're going to hold him at third. That man has got a cannon out there. Chu fires it on a line into the catcher. How many times in this series have the Mariners had base hits with men in scoring position and they don't score?
Quite a few. They had one last night, but you take a look at this little punch shot, ball away from him. And with Chu, who was actually playing shallow in right field, gets on it. One of the better throwing arms in the American League in right field. One out, they didn't want to try Casey, and I think it was a wise decision to keep him at third. He would have been thrown out.
Saunders now. And a ground ball to second. Should be two. Backhand flip one. Back to first. And it pulls the first baseman off the bag as Kotzman comes in to score. So the Mariners get a huge break. As Moore is erased, but the throw by the shortstop Cabrera sinker away from Laporta.
And it looked like Saunders beats it anyways. Nice play by Laporta. Trying to keep his foot on the bag and make the pick, but it looked like Saunders was going to beat that out. So he'll pick up an RBI.
His 30th. Josh Wilson takes away ball one. One ball and no strikes. Big second hop. And a low throw, but dug out by Laporta over at first base. As Nix lets her fly. One run here on a couple of hits. They move into the third. The Mariners a run for Felix. He leads it 1-0. Matt Laporte sends a fly ball foul down the left field line and out of play. 0-1 the count.
South Korea. Wow, long travels. Hey, Frosty, how you doing, bud?
South Korea came to see Shin Soo Chu play today. He's a national hero over there. As well as should be.
Well, I don't think I can help you there.
One hopper. Throws it out. All right, time for our trivia question. We're talking about movies yesterday. The first baseball movie. This concerns baseball cards. When did Peck and Snyder baseball cards make their debut? I mean, all of them are in the 1800s. 68, 78, 88, or 98. Peck and Snyder. Peck and Snyder was a sporting goods company in New York City that sold baseball equipment, and their cards are considered to be the first baseball cards. Luis Valbuena backs away from a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 to count. I must admit, I've not heard of Peck and Snyder. Strike at the knees. 1-2 to count. Want to take a stab at it? 68, 78, 88, or 98?
When you start getting these questions back into the 1800s on baseball cards, it's that's all it is. It's just a guess. I don't know. Who would know? But I'll go with.
Well, let's use some logic here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think. You know, baseball preceded the Civil War. Not professional baseball, but it preceded the Civil War. And that is a base hit on by Lopez into left field. So Valbuena has the first Indians hit. And so baseball equipment, if these people, Peck and Snyder, manufactured baseball equipment, they probably sold it to some of the first baseball players in the 1850s or something like that. So, baseball cards, I don't know. There's a shot to go around the horn. There's ball goes into right field. And getting up, trying to go to third base, I think, is Valbuena. And I think he's hurt.
No. I just think he had a tough time getting up. It looked like Figgins was on top of him. He went in to break up the double play, and Figgins ended up on top of him. Probably be an error. Take a look at throw from Lopez. That's a good throw. Figgins just missed it. Right now they have Lopez getting the error. Take another look at it. He goes in to break up the double play. Figgins ends on top of him. He can see the ball, and he's trying to go. Well, he couldn't get out from underneath Figgins.
A little test for Felix here now. He kind of came unglued a little bit the last time this happened in Cleveland. As the pitch is lined down the left field line foul, you might recall that error by Figgins, and it ended up being an inning in which Felix gave up 6 unearned runs. And here, very easily, he should be back in the dugout, running around the horn double play. And that's going to be an error on Figgins. And the breaking ball is a strike on the inside corner. Not on the throw, but an error on Figgins.
Yeah, it looked like it was a good throw from Lopez. Ball was down. Well, it looked like it went off the end of the glove of Figgins.
2 strikes on Brantley.
Another good pitch from Felix. 96 miles an hour. Good movement on his fastball. Just off the plate away. Brantley barely able to get a piece of it. Adam wasn't able to hang on to the foul tip.
And a fly ball into left center field. Shouldn't advance, the runners will not. As Michael Saunders makes the easy catch. 3 Sundays ago in Cleveland, this routine ground ball. Whoops. And before it was over, 6 runs came in to score. Very close play at first base. Could have gone either way with Mila.
Yes.
Here's Cabrera now. Strike one to him. .279 left-handed, 272 right-handed. Hit the soft line drive right back to the mound in the first inning.
First pitch strikes. Well, he's getting ahead of the hitters, 10 out of 11.
And he got him. So that is strikeout number 5, and that ties him for the lead in strikeouts with Jared Weaver at 205. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Mariners. Down against Gomez. And the change misses high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. He showed the base hit in the first inning.
The scouting report, Gomez is correct. Nice run on his fastball. Throws a little bit harder than I expected. His fastball's been 91 miles an hour. Good sink to it.
Breaking ball that time. There's that hanging slider.
Yeah, a little flat. They'll keep working with him, though. They'll get that straightened out. Sharpen it up a little bit. Again, 22 years old. See the Mariners' left-handed hitters chasing pitches off the plate away. Last shot, getting the idea of the good movement he has on his fastball.
Throw down on strikes. Anything but flat that time. A nice break to it. Let's give you the answer to our AT&T trivia question. Fans, 47% of you said Heck and Standard baseball cards made their debut in 1888. correct answer is 1868. 1868. I would have been throwing darts there. Piggy has taken a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. We can give you some more information on baseball cards if you're interested. If you're not, plug your ears up. 1886, baseball cards were purchased with cigarette packages. Card sets appeared in Japan in 1898, in Cuba in 1909, and in Canada in 1912. I would say that the most famous baseball card company known probably during at least my lifetime is the Topps people.
Yep.
Topps people.
Yep, I would agree.
They began as the American Leaf Tobacco Company in 1890. And during the Depression, it was renamed Topps as the company shifted focus to its new product, which was
gum.
Absolutely, bubble gum. And that's fouled back and out of play. And bubble gum and baseball cards were first featured together back in my junior year in high school, 1952.
Did you collect cards at all?
Not really. I had some. You know, if you only knew what you were collecting at that particular time. People made millions of dollars. I used them as, you know, make noise in bicycle spokes.
Yeah. Did you ever flip them, throw them?
Yep.
Did you have a favorite card? 58, you said?
52.
52?
52.
If you could have had a card, let's say from 52 to 60, somewhere in there, who would it have been? What would
Gil Hodges.
Gil Hodges, yeah. I knew you would say that.
And a can of corn. Dropping in a hurry, and it's a foul ball barely.
See Brown running over hard in the left field, just can't get there. That ball is about a foot foul. I tried to get all the Reds in the big red machine. That was my team. I tried to collect them all. I don't know if I ever got there.
Who's your man, Johnny Bench?
I like Johnny Bench a lot on that club. Pete Rose, of course.
There's a base hit.
Ken Griffey Sr. I liked him a lot.
Joe Morgan?
Joe Morgan was one of my favorites. Just, I think more than anything at the time, I didn't know how great a player he was or he was going to be a Hall of Famer, but I liked that little twitch on his elbow when he hit. I thought that was pretty cool as a kid.
Tony Perez?
Tony Perez. Davey Concepcion.
Right. Here's Branyan now, and Russell a fly ball to left field in the first inning. Territory. And I guess the man was the guy. Yeah. And still is to a lot of people. And to me, too. I had great admiration for him. Stan 92 now. Runner goes. The pitch is outside. Throw through to second base. And safe at second base. Here's Figgins with number 35. So Ichiro had number 36, and Figgins closing the gap again at 35 here.
Figgins with a good jump at first base. Catcher comes out in pretty good shape. Jimenez with the ball up the line. Figgins able to slide under the tag. If he throws that on the base, he probably has a shot at him, but because the throw tailed up the line.
And he's going to third now. The throw to third, and he is out of there. assignment not been called. And he's thrown out going from second to third. Watch him as he's walking away from the second.
I think he thought he could beat the third baseman, Nix, over to the bag. Nix was playing well off the base because Branyan was hitting. I think he tried to surprise him and beat him.
I think it's just caught 1-5. Two and two. And Branyan will hit a shallow fly ball. That'll be easy picking out there for Jordan Brown. So here in the third, a hit, nobody left. Bad base running, and after 3, 1-0 Maryland.
Some of the calls by Jerry Lane, the home plate umpire, going, yeah, yes, yes. It was pretty good. We're picking it up on the radio side.
And he's had his opportunity to do that. He's had 5 strikeouts for Felix so far in the game. Looks like he's right on top of it again. There's Jerry Lane, veteran umpire.
I like his enthusiasm. Shin Soo Choo flies out to center field, and Michael Saunders for the first out. Kept Choo quiet today. He's 0 for 2. That's a good sign for Felix and the Mariners. 11, 16, and 50. That's not bad. A couple of base runners. Valbuena and Jimenez. Base hit. Fielder's choice. That was back in the 3rd inning. Travis Hafner.
As you saw from that last stat, 45 pitches now for Felix. 34 strikes, 11 balls for Felix.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, working ahead in counts again. We went through a stretch there where the clubs were being very aggressive with him.
Yeah, remember that?
And for good reason. You don't want to fall behind, and he throws a lot of first pitch strikes, but the Indians are trying to wait him out. Wow.
Unhittable, that pitch against Travis Hafner. And you know about the damage he did 3 weeks ago today. In 7th inning, Felix had a 2-hitter going, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and error by Figgins, and then it all went to you fill in the blank. And this capped off by this guy hitting a grand slam.
Saw that last graphic, 13 hitters, 11 first pitch strikes. And I think over the last run we were talking about is August and how well he has pitched. And the biggest difference for me is that curveball that you saw Hafner swing over the top of. That pitch has been devastating for him. He's always had the good running fastball and usually has his changeup, but now he's had that breaking ball probably in his last 7-8 starts.
Swing and a miss, and Hafner sent back to the dugout. Strikeout number 6.
And with this strikeout, Felix now leading the league again in strikeouts. Take a look at it. Just a fastball, 96 miles an hour, outside corner from Hafner, and he can't catch up to it.
So that puts Felix 1 ahead of Jared Weaver. Strikeout list in the American League. Good for him. 206 strikeouts. Pours in another strike to Jason Nix, who struck out in the second inning. It was when Felix struck out the side. Snap on that pitch, 1-1. Artist at work here. 1-0, Mariners. Mariners trying to finish out this 10-game homestand with the win. They're currently standing at 3-6. 3-3 against Cleveland on the season. 1-2 here at safety. 1-2. He's gone. Very quiet punch out by Jerry Lane. Jason Nix says goodbye, and Felix racks up strikeout number 7 in this 1-0 lead. Lead it off here in the 4th. Lopez with a ground out to short in his first at bat. He's followed by Kochman and Langerhans. 1-0 on an RBI fielder's choice by Michael Saunders in the second inning. Mark Gomez looks like he's got a chance to be a really good pitcher. He's got tremendous credentials from his minor league days. His 4th road start. He's 1-2 on the road, 5.79 ERA. Two balls, 2 strikes. down to Nix. Goes to Laporta, 1 down. Lopez. Hey, it's always one of the most exciting nights of the year. You know what? You're going to want to be in attendance. It's Fan Appreciation Night, Friday, October 1st. Several prizes. Listen to this. We'll be giving away each inning. That includes autographed jerseys, flat screen TVs, Blu-ray disc players, and more. So join us as we salute you for your season-long support. For tickets, visit Mariners.com. Casey Kochman. And swing the bat well, going opposite field the last 5-6 games.
That's a good idea, I think, off of Gomez. He's thrown a lot of two-seam fastballs away from the left-handers. Try to pull that pitch. Good chance you're just going to hit a ground ball to the second baseman.
Slicing drive, left center. Brantley outruns it. Nice job.
Brantley has good speed in center field, and it looks like this fools him a little bit. The ball's starting to slice away from him. Oh, almost jumped out of there, was able to hang on to it. Nice play.
And Kochman entering today was 6 for his last 18, and 5 of those hits were to the left side. 2 outs for Ryan Langerhans. He's grounded out to first. Langerhans looking for his first hit here in the homestand. He's 0 for 7. Two and one. There's 3 of them. Enmar Gomez. Anytime you look at a guy's resume and see he's got a perfect game on there, I don't care what level it is, it's pretty doggone impressive.
His was a double-A, right?
Yeah. 9 innings. It's Trent. 87 pitches. 8 strikeouts. Full count here to Langerhans. Striking out on 1, 2, 3, 4th for Gomez. Mariners have a 1-0 lead. Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. It's winding down this 2010 season. Last trip to Oakland and Anaheim coming up, and then the Boston Red Sox, as Mike pointed out as we were getting out of the garage. I bet they're thrilled having to come all the way back west again.
I don't feel bad.
Yeah, no,
we're heading out to Toronto and Tampa. Too bad for them.
Thank you. I was about to tag it with the exact same thing. Mariners, yeah, that all-important division play. Take on Toronto and Tampa coming up in the last road trip. Jordan Brown leads off. Felix with 7 strikeouts. Giving up 1 hit, no walks. There's a strike. 1-2. 9-pitch at bat last time Brown was up before he struck out.
It's so hard to explain as a hitter how you have to get geared up to hit 96 miles an hour, which that last fastball was, and still be able to react to the changeup that is around 89, and then the hard breaking ball at 84. And I guess
gets into this one right center field. Saunders has it flagged.
But I think if you were to look at Gomez on the other side, he is 91, and basically all he's throwing are 2-seam fastballs. A nice run on it. He has a good one. But Felix has every bit the movement, throw 5 mile an hour on it, and then a much better breaking ball and changeup. When that breaking ball is working like it has been for him, it is a long day for the hitters, and you're basically after just battling, trying to put the ball in play somewhere off of him, which has not been an easy thing as he sits here with 7 strikeouts against a young club.
Nice to have a white hanky of surrender in your back pocket. Lopez, nice stab. Throws out Laporta, 2 down.
Laporta with the right idea. He doesn't want to wait around. Jumps on a first pitch fastball. Hits it hard, but a nice play by Lopez, ranging to his left. Nice stabbing play, and Lopez with a strong arm. Accurate, is able to throw him out by a good margin. I wouldn't be surprised if more Indians don't go to that, try to jump on the fastball right away and not fall behind.
Valbuena. Looking back at that game 3 weeks ago, Sunday, August 15 at Cleveland. Felix breezing through 6, giving up just 2 hits. As I look at this, it appears there was a reasonable amount of early in the count swinging, and he did strike out 7 through the first 6 innings. Two and 1. Valbuena with a base hit to left. 2-2 pitch back in the 3rd. Mariners 1-0 in the 2nd inning. Michael Saunders RBI, fielder's choice. Mariners a run on 4 hits. No runs, 1 hit. Try.
Three pitches for Felix.
First walk. Won the season for Felix Hernandez. Just the 60th walk against 207 strikeouts. Chris Jimenez, the catcher. Winning not much of a lead, 1-0. Felix started today 2nd in ERA. He's now moved into first place in strikeouts, third in complete games, tied for third in opponent's batting average. He is just getting done this year. Not a lot of support. 2-1. 8 runs scored. Now 9 runs scored. No, let's back up. 8 runs scored when he was ill on the mound in the 10 losses. Two and one. Well played by Moore. 2-2. Beautiful day.
The game tomorrow.
I like it. The Hickers just played 5-day games in a row. Blues today 7-3. Tampa, Blues are 8-7 to Baltimore. How about Texas? Cliff Lee scratched from the Tuesday start, strained muscle lower back. Josh Hamilton out indefinitely, left rib cage injury, ran into a fence yesterday.
Texas in great shape. 8 games ahead of Oakland in the West.
8-game lead. Runner goes. That was foul. Felix with a record here at home at 6-4. 2.29 ERA in 14 games. I love this number over the last 5 starts. 3-1 with a no decision, 1 earned run, a 0.24. And when it takes off, ball fouled off again.
First inning that Felix has really had to work as far as his pitch count. 18 pitches now in the inning for him. Really stressful inning was back in the 3rd. And then that ended up getting an out, base hit, an error. Retired the next 2 hitters.
Felix sitting on 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, no runs on a hit. 3-2. Fouled off again. 9th pitch coming up to Jimenez. Balls, 2 strikes. Wynn has had a workout. Ball driven to left field. Langer hands. Saunders takes control, makes the catch. But Felix gets out of minor difficulties. He's got a 1-0 lead. We'll step away for a week and come back next week and see the Boston Red Sox next Monday. It'll be Adam Moore, Michael Saunders, and Josh Wilson against Jinmar Gomez. He's given up a run on 4 hits. Adam bounces one. Cabrera can't make the play.
Ball takes a bad hop on him. Cabrera coming in, good hands, nice looking shortstop. This ball ends up coming up. See this bounce, watch this next one, comes up. We'll typically see a major league shortstop completely whip it. Sometimes they'll kick it around a little bit, but for him not to even get a glove on it. Ball jumped up on him.
Cabrera makes an error. That's a Coors Light freeze game. 10th error for Struble. Saunders looks at strike one. Moore, Saunders, and Wilson. Back on Tuesday, 3-1 Mariner win. They were right in the middle of everything. Saunders with a sacrifice fly, blooped to right by Moore. Josh Wilson with an RBI single. The only difference was today, Adams batting in the 7-hole, Michael's in the 8-hole, and they were reversed on Tuesday. Center field for Brantley. 1 out. Rally Fries, 1-0 lead. You'd like to give Felix a lot more. Who's our winner?
Yeah, we need to get some runs on the board. We're going to go with Aiden and Colin all the way over from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So those guys hopefully are going to get the Mariners some runs.
Nice colorful sign here tonight. One of many here today.
Thanks for making the drive over. Picked a good day for it.
Sure did. Worked out well. 1 out, 1 on for Josh Wilson. Josh grounded out to third in his first at bat. One for 7 in the series. Runner goes. Swung on, missed. Throw down to second in time.
Darren Brown, the Mariners manager, putting on a hit and run. Take a look at it. Adam doing the right thing. Make sure he goes home. Then it's Josh's responsibility to try to put the ball in play. It was a breaking ball away from him. Wasn't able to do it, so Adam was thrown out easily at second.
Jimenez 1 for 3 today. Ichiro and Figgins have stolen bases. Hits for the Mariners, 1 in the first, a run on 2 hits in the second, and a hit in the third. So Figgins got a single, stole second, and tried to take third. Brandon up there, shift on. He thought he could sneak in there. Pitcher Gomez threw to Nix to get him. There's your Lions score and totals. Look out. Breaking ball. Boy, hit the guide wire. Did a little everything. Top of the dugout, bounced up at a guide wire, and then somebody got a soft landing down there for Souvenir. One and two. Here's a look at your Quest High Speed pitch, brought to you by Quest High Speed Internet. 97 for Felix Hernandez, familiar neighborhood for him, and Gomez at 92. Josh barrels up, drops one in, base hit. see what else is happening with Angie Mentic. All right, way to go, Storm. Congratulations, ladies. 2 outs, Josh Wilson at first. Here's Ichiro, base hit, stolen base, and a strikeout. Hit today for Ichiro, number 177. And 2. All about getting some runs here for the Mariners. Last 14 games, they got a 4-10 record. Just one game scoring more than 3 runs during that stretch. Mariners getting 4 runs in the 4-2 win against Boston. Back into the day-night doubleheader. Up the middle, Cabrera. He didn't. He says he touched the bag. Hunter Wendelstedt said, no, you didn't. You didn't have ball and bag at the same time. Here comes Manny Acta.
Well, I would think that Cabrera must have thought he did touch the base, because he didn't look like he was going to make any effort to throw the ball to first. Take another look at it.
Looks like he got it.
It looks like he got it. Just kicked the side of the bag.
It was very subtle. He did get it. Let's see. Here's an even better look.
Take another look at it.
Ball, back foot. Oh, he got it. See his foot move?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Mariners catch a break.
He clearly got it, because we can see his foot change direction.
In the meantime, that'll be an infield hit for Ichiro.
I know that's in a 30th of a second when we slow things down, and now home plate umpire and crew chief Jerry Lane, and now he's gone. Manny appealing to Jerry Lane. No satisfaction here. Hunter Wendelstedt.
It looked it looked like he was done with Hunter Wendelstedt, and then Jerry Lane walks out. He turns around and he looks at Jerry Lane, and then Hunter Wendelstedt throws him out of the ball game.
Boy, I'd like to hear. Looked like he's saying, I wasn't even talking to you. Yeah, now he's saying, you spit on me? Oh, this is getting personal now. Did you see what he did? I sort of get where Manny's coming from. I was talking to you, Jerry.
Right, exactly.
I wasn't talking to you. I asked, Hunter Wendelstedt heard a question that Manny poses to Jerry. He wasn't trying to, it appears that he wasn't trying to diss him. I mean, if you just go by body language, and it looked like a little bit of a short fuse for Hunter Wendelstedt, who's been an umpiring. His dad, Harry, was a long time umpire in the National League.
Well, Manny certainly isn't going to be happy when he walks back up into his office and sees the replay.
Yeah.
I don't know what he could have asked Jerry Lane, the home plate umpire, to get thrown out of the game by Hunter, because he'd already had his exchange with Hunter.
It was done,
and he had a good distance away from him when he turned around. And the only reason why he asked Jerry anything is because Jerry walked out past the mound. And then he looked at Jerry and asked him something, and I don't know what that was, but then Hunter Wendelstedt tossed him out of the game.
I mean, it could have been something as innocuous as, Jerry, what did you see? Wendelstedt takes the heat. You're done. See you later. Interesting. And it didn't look like Manny. And then he said, it appears that Hunter Wendelstedt either inadvertently, maybe, some spittle ended up on the face of the manager. It's a super slow motion, but he clearly can see the right foot made contact with the bag as he had the ball. So it looks like he's finished. All right, they agree to disagree.
Nothing happening there. Here's Jerry Lane walking up. He didn't look like he could have said anything.
He wasn't even looking at Underwood.
No, he was wondering what was going on.
He was having a dialogue with Jerry Lane. Wow. Come to the ballpark, you see something new every day. Can the Mariners capitalize? 2 outs, first and second. Got to take advantage of these breaks. That was clearly a missed call at second.
Yes.
Cabrera had ball and bag.
Yes.
Higgins 1 for 2. Way upstairs. Like the catcher got crossed up on that one. Wow. 2-0. No Felix is on the mound. 1-0. That will be enough. 2-1. That would have been the third out, of course. Like 2 called. Figgins 2-2. Swing. Steve Smith, who was with the Mariners for a time, he's the third base coach. He'll be running things with Tim Tolman, who's the bench coach. Tim Belcher's the pitching coach. 2-2.
Mariners 1 for 3 with men in scoring position today.
Coming off a 1 for 9 last night. 4-2 Cleveland win. Good speed out there, Wilson and Ichiro. Porta's got it. Flips to his pitcher, and that will do it. So the Mariners given an extra out. They can't cash it in. 1-0 through 5. Home play. Maben's a nice player. Florida Ball Club in third place in the National League West. Here it's a Felix Day in Seattle. Sixth inning. And he'll face the top of the order, Michael Brantley, Asdrubal Cabrera, and Shin-Soo Choo. He's got a 1-0 lead. 7 strikeouts for Felix. He's taken over the lead in the American League by 1 over Jared Weaver of the Angels with 207 strikeouts. He's walked 1. Lined out hard to center field to open up the ball game. Nice catch coming in to his right by Michael Saunders, and another fly out to center field right, with a line drive in the right center field. Brantley ahead in the count, takes advantage. For the Mariners season tickets, you can entertain clients, reward employees, or enjoy a Northwest summer of baseball with your family at Safeco Field. Deposits are being taken now for the 2011 season tickets, so get in line on the fun and the savings. For details, visit mariners.com/season tickets.
Felix will have to pay attention to Brantley. Has good speed.
Run a lot, like 7 out of 9. Cabrera shows bunt.
Well, I think because Felix is on the mound, you have to push the issue a little bit too. Although he doesn't run a lot, the game is dictating that you better do something as opposed to sit around and wait.
Couldn't agree more. Took the butt off. Tim Tolman now running the show with Manny Acto. Thrown out of the game by second base umpire Hunter Wendelstedt. Tolman, the bench coach. On strike. Bunt laid down. Lopez, bare hand, and helped out big time by Cabrera with the headfirst dive. 1 out. One of my least favorite plays in all of sports.
Take a look at it. It's a nice bunt by Cabrera. Lopez comes in, barehanded play, gets rid of it quickly.
So the sacrifice laid down by Cabrera, his 8th. Most on the Cleveland Ball Club. Watch out here. Shin-Soo Choo, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly to center. He was 2 for 3 with an RBI last night. 0 for 2 Friday, but Thursday he went crazy. Hard ground ball. Backhand by Figgins. 2 down. Big out. Shin-Soo Choo, 2 for 5 ribbies the first night of this series. Cleveland won at 6-3. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 2 down, man at third. Power hitting. Travis Hafner. Stop Adam Moore. Ball 1.
Felix has been able to handle Hafner this afternoon. He's punched him out a couple of times in the game. Mariners have the shift on. Josh Wilson, the shortstop, playing over behind second base.
1-1. Good bite to that pitch. Breaking ball, a beauty. 1-2 to Hafner. Men at third, tying run. 2-2. Comes a 2-2 to Hafner. 208 strikeouts. Ain't it great? 8th on the day for Felix. Gets out of the man at third jam here in the 6th. Mariners hold on to the 1-0 lead as Hafner K's for the 3rd time this afternoon. Here in the home 6, Brandon Lopez and Kochman, 1-0 Mariners, 2nd inning. Michael Saunders, RBI fielder's choice. Brandon's lined out to center, flied out to the left, rather. Flied out to left. 0-2. Got a break, dead call at second, had 2 men on, got an extra out in the 5th inning, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, good punch on the run. Here's a drive to right field, it's deep, it's carrying, it's outbound, it's gone. Russell Brennan, home run number 23, 2-0 Mariners. He had a solo homer to lead off the 8th last night. Good job by the big fella.
After a couple of change-ups from Gomez, he tries to sneak a fastball. 91 miles an hour, runs back home, middle in. Russell hits a line drive into the seats. And with Felix on the mound, that seems like such a big run, doesn't it?
Oh, man. I say let's be greedy and get him some more. He deserves it. He's earned it. Brandon, 2 days in a row with home runs. That's his 13th since returning to the Mariners. Gobbled up by Nix. Goes across for the 1st out. When you're traveling outside the Northwest this season, take the Mariners with you. Subscribe to MLB.tv today. See every Mariners game live or on demand on your computer. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Justin Germano starting to heat up for the Cleveland Indians. There's Casey Kotchman. Base hit to left and a run scored. And Rob, sliding line drive catch by Michael Brandt.
And Gomez, 94 pitches for him now. And 22 years old, they probably won't let him get too far past 100 pitches.
Sure was.
3 miles an hour.
2-2. Fouled it off his foot, and that hurt.
It's a slider down and in, right off his ankle. Just missed that protective padding that he has on his shin.
Two. Full count now to Kotchman. Porta stays with it. Flips to the pitcher. Gomez, 2 down. Bring up Ryan Langerhans, who's 0 for 2. Two runs, 7 hits in an hour for the Mariners. 0-2-1. Cleveland. Langerhans in left field. Saunders playing in center field. Franklin Gutierrez still under the weather. Sick to Tukio last night. Late scratch. Rudy last played on Friday night. Oh, 2 strikes.
He's trying to mix it up a little bit more, mixing in more changeups.
Strike 3. A dismissal for Mr. Langerhans, but Russell Brandon hits his 3rd home run in 4 days, 3rd of this homestand. Mariners with a 2-0 lead.
capital of the Northwest.
Back here on a glorious Sunday, look at that blue sky. 2-0 Mariners behind Felix Hernandez. An 8 strikeout, 1 walk performance, giving up 2 hits. Russell Brandon's hit his 3rd home run in 4 days. They got an earlier run on an RBI fielder's choice from Michael Saunders. So now Felix, here in the 7th, faces Jason Nix, Jordan Brown, Matt Laporte at 5, 6, and 7. And that hit him. Jason Nix is aboard. It's the 7th hit batter this year for Felix Hernandez.
Now Felix, a good running fastball inside, just catches his forearm.
Cleveland got a man to third base in the 6th inning. Couldn't get him home. Good job by Felix Hernandez to strike out Hafner to end the 6th. Here's Jordan Brown. Strikeout and fly to center. Line drive, center field. Saunders gets it back in to the Tribe. Making some noise here. First 2 men have reached every week. Mariners All Access is going to bring you the latest happenings on the home team with exclusive interviews, player profiles, and the memorable highlights you won't find anywhere else. Catch an all-new episode tomorrow at 5 p.m. on FSN and FSN HD. Slightly different circumstances, but the 7th inning 3 weeks ago today in Cleveland for Felix ran into problems. Here the first 2 men have reached by hit by a pitch and a base hit. Then you got the first 2 men out. Figgins made an error. Things went downhill, sideways, crisscross, and everything as the Tribe scored 7 runs, 1 earned. Came away with a 9-1 victory.
It's not because he's tired. This next pitch will be 90 for Felix. So he should be fine. They've been watching his pitch counts. They haven't let that run up over in the 125 range.
A looper. Figgins has got it. 1 out. Laporta 0 for 3. Going to bring up Luis Valbuena. Base hit to left and a walk. Only walk of the afternoon by Felix. Strike 1. 8 strikeouts for Felix Hernandez, 208. Now the American League leader by 3 over Jared Weaver. One, 2. He throws a ground ball, get a double play, and go take a seat. Catch his breath. 0-2 to Valbuena. One and 2. We look forward to being with you tomorrow from the Bay Area. We'll be in Oakland. Brett Anderson against Jason Vargas. And please note, it is a 12:30 on air, 1:05 start. Look forward to seeing Mr. Vargas out there. Ball and 2 strikes. Make it 2-2. 2-2 to Valbuena to left field. Long run, Langer hands. He's there, makes the catch. Runners retreat, 2 down. If the Tacoma Rainiers, if they hold on to their division lead, they're going to be playing their first-round playoff games right here at Safeco Field. Game 3 of the opening playoff series. It's set for Friday, September 10th, and if necessary, games 4 and 5 will be played on the 11th and 12th. So make sure you don't miss out on this unique event as the Mariners AAA stars play at Safeco Field. For tickets, visit mariners.com/tickets. Chris Jimenez 0 for 2, the catcher, batting out of the 9 hole. Strike one. He's given up 3 hits. A couple of men on here. He's stranded 4 prior to this inning. Good look at the fine conditions we're enjoying here today at Safeco Field in Seattle. 1-1. Holding big time. 1-2.
All 3 breaking balls so far to Jimenez. Mariners in the outfield playing him straight away. Felix pitching him away. Back to just a guessing game. He was guessing he was going to get a fastball after 2 breaking balls, and Felix stayed with it.
Sitting on 8 strikeouts. Punch out would be large here. 1-2, 2 out, 2 on. Yeah. No, 2-2.
Next pitch will be 100 for Felix.
Deuce is wild. 2 out, 2 on. Pitch. Full count. 3-2. Felix taking a walk to compose himself. Michael Brantley's on deck. Mariners up 2-0. Brandon, a leadoff homer in the 6th. Saunders, an RBI fielder's choice in the 2nd. That's it.
Runners will take off with the pitch.
Here we go, 3-2. Merry-go-round, rolling, pitch, struck him out. Number 9, and Felix, like the Matador, walks off the mound with a big K, another in the book. As he closes out the 7th inning, the Tribe strands 2. 2-0 Mariners on a Felix day. Here's how he's got his runs, both of them.
Look at Saunders, a ground ball, possible double play, but Saunders running hard the whole way, beats it out. So the Mariners pick up a run. Saunders gets an RBI in the game.
6th inning. Russell Branyan leading off. He gets a 1-1 from Gomez, and he doesn't miss it, Mike.
No, pitch knee high right in the middle of the plate. Right in the happy zone for Russell Branyan. He hits a line drive into the seats to give Felix a couple of runs.
Felix Hernandez, over his last 50 and 2/3 innings, has an ERA of 0.17. Giving up 1 earned run in that time.
Yeah, just 3 hits in the game today, 1 walk. 9 strikeouts so far for Felix, but again, he is on some kind of run. Has everything working. There's a great changeup from Felix. Overpowering fastball at times, stopped out at 97 miles an hour. Always has the good movement. And again, another good breaking ball. But Felix in command of this game. The Indians threatening just a couple of times through 7 innings. But when he needed to make big pitches, he has done it, which includes that one to Hafner. Just throws it by him.
I got Hafner in the 6th and Jimenez in the 7th as we look at the Jack in the Box Mariners in-game box score. Branyan with the home run is 3rd in the last 4 days. He's got 23 on the season. So here in the bottom of the 7th, Felix Hernandez thinking about his work today. 9 Ks, 1 walk. Adam Moore lead off against new pitcher Justin Germano. Moore, Saunders, and Wilson here in the home 7th. There's the profile on Germano for the 2010 season, a 1.45 ERA in 13 games. Snared by Valbuena. 1 down. Moore 1 for 3. We'll bring up Michael Saunders. 0 for 2. So the replay of his RBI fielder's choice. He ran hard down the line, as did Adam Moore, trying to get a piece of Cabrera and help alter that throw just a little bit and allow the first run to score. Busy day for Matt Laporte. A quick 2 outs. Don't forget, tomorrow an all-new episode of Seahawks All Access. Hall of Famer Warren Moon is going to bring us the fallout from Seattle's preseason finale against Oakland. Plus, it's the best sideline sights and sounds from this year's exhibition campaign. That and more tomorrow night on FSN and FSN HD. NFL getting its season underway on Thursday night. Everybody else on Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Ball 1 to Josh Wilson. Grounded out to 3rd, single to left.
Heard a lot of good things about Gomez and his start. He pitched well today. Unfortunately, he ran into the best pitcher in the American League. I thought he did a nice job. Again, the Cleveland Indians, young club, a lot of young pitching. Imagine we'll see him quite a bit next year.
We're here. Backhanded by Nix. Laporta can't dig it out. He's been shaky at first with some of those tough plays down low. Yeah. Anything that he can handle, anything below his knees, he's had problems.
He's had a couple in last night's game. This right here is a tough one, though. Nix goes over, makes a nice backhanded play, has time. This throw, yeah, right off the grass. It didn't look like it actually hit Laporta in the leg. Not able to make the play. It's so tough when you get around the cut of the grass for a first baseman.
E5 for Nix. Extra out again for the Mariners. Couldn't take advantage of it in the 5th inning. 13th error for Nix. Ichiro 2 for 3. It totaled to 178. back safely. Josh 5 for 5 at base steal. Center field and Brantley right to him. Inning done. To the 8th we go here at Safeco Field. Felix Hernandez and the Mariners with a 2-0 lead. Felix Hernandez his last 50 and 2/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run, an ERA of 0.17. The end of the bat, fielded by Lopez. The throw, dug out by Coxman, 1 out. Let's touch base with Angie Mentic, see what else is happening in baseball. There you go. Strike 1 on a foul ball to Asdrubal Cabrera. A liner back to Felix, struck out, put down a sacrifice. Bare hand, knocked it down. He should leave it alone. He's going to. His hand's okay. Great reflexes for balls hit back through the middle. And Paul Cabrera smoked in the first inning. The last start, he had a couple. Hit through the box. He waves off Darren Brown and company. Look.
He's a good athlete. Breaking ball hit back to the mound as he's falling off the left side of the mound. He reaches back with his bare hand. It looks like it hit closer to his wrist. You worry about him fingers at times, but he looks like he's okay.
He got a lot of that palm.
Fortunately, by knocking it down, will be a base hit for Cabrera. If he gets by him, Wilson has a chance to make a play.
What a breaking ball to Shin Soo Choo, strike 1. Another big spot here with Choo at the dish. He represents a tying run. Biggest threat Cleveland has. 0-2. Tells you how good a hitter this kid is. Mika hits on Mariners. Then they get a base hit now through the end of the season. Mika Insurance donates $10 to the Boys and Girls Club of Bellevue. And we thank Amika for that. 0-2.
.108 pitches for Felix. Brandon League looks like he's ready to go in the Mariner pen. In the Mariners, Darren Brown been conscious of Felix and his pitch counts and innings that he's thrown this year. Leads the league in innings pitched.
1-2. 22,621 umpires ready to send Mr. Chu back to the dugout, but the count is 2-2, says Jerry Lane. Chu struck out, fly to center, grounded out to second. 2-2, runner at first. And in. Oh boy. So much movement on that pitch. That's the second batter in as many innings that Felix has hit.
Looks like it's another breaking ball. Take a look at it. It is. This will be 2 innings in a row where the Indians have had runners on first and second.
And first and second, nobody out in the seventh. Little looper by Laporta. Valbuena fly to left, and Jimenez struck out.
Now you have Hafner. Handled him this year, or today anyways. Punched him out 3 times, all of them swinging.
One down. There's 2. There's 3. Inning over. Yes, indeed. Hafner squared one up, but hit it right at Figgy. They double a runner off. Felix is out of it just like that. Handshakes, his day is done. A brilliant performance as he goes 8 innings, gets out of it with the out of the 8th with a double play. Gives up 4 hits on the afternoon, 9 strikeouts and 1 walk. Figgins, Brandon Lopez, 2-3-4 against new pitcher Frank Kermit. By Figgins. Figgins today line out flat out to left. Base hit to left, the stolen base, and tried to steal third and was thrown out there, and he bounced out to the first baseman. Two and one to Figgins. A lot of guys up. Hector Ambrose is throwing up. Down low from Frank Herman, who's out of Rutherford, New Jersey. 6'4", 220. Been knocking around the minor leagues since 06. To his left, off his glove of Nix. Figgins is aboard.
Take a look at it. Two hopper to the third baseman. It's right off the end of his glove. And Figgins tries to steal. Indians will put their shift on again with Brannion coming to the plate. Russell homered his last time up.
1-1 pitch hit a screaming line drive. Lower stands and right. Herman called up from Columbus AAA back on June 4th. Ball one to Brannion. Brannion's 0 for 1 against Frank Herman. We look up and down the roster notes and see that we're talking about before Cleveland's such a young ball club. A lot of guys getting their first taste of the bigs this year. And it's amazing, so many guys. 2-0 to Brannion. Manny Acta was thrown out of the game in the 5th inning, protesting a call. It turned out he was right. Swing and a miss by Brannion. Acta tossed by second base umpire Hunter Wendelstedt. So Tim Tolman running the show. Two and one to Brannion. Figgins at first. That is Jose Lopez. Mariners with a second inning run, an RBI and a fielder's choice by Saunders, and a Brannion leadoff homer in the 6th. Only runs today. Three and one to Brannion. Runner goes, swung on and set to left field and deep. Going back Brown at the track. It's the base of the fence. Figgins had to hold up. He's digging for third. They're going to wave him on. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time. 3-0 Mariners. Russell Brannion, a double up the left field wall, his second RBI today. It gives him 51 on the season. So he got a 3-1 pitch and drove it a long ways.
Just pumping fastballs. into the plate again. Another pitch that's down. Russell will handle the pitch that is down. Brown can't get back to the ball, the walk quickly enough.
Higgins getting a big wave from Lee Tinsley.
Yeah, and the Mariners catch a little bit of a break when that ball hit the base of the wall. That little gap kept the ball close to it. If it bounces off the wall back to the outfielder, he probably has to stay at third.
Lopez gets a runner over. So 1 out, and Brendan now at third. Good job by Lopez. Spend the afternoon with the Mariners and Red Sox on Wednesday, September 15th. It's the final U.S. Bank Mariners matinee of the season. Special start time, 3:40. Sure you leave the office a little early. Come on, take in some afternoon baseball at Safeco Field. For tickets, visit mariners.com. Knocked about by Lopez. Fly ball, base hit by Kochman will pick up another run. Brandon, a couple of RBI today, 51 on the season. Club leaders, Gutierrez, he's got 53. Backed by Kochman, coming back. David Ardsma preparing for the 9th inning. He has been mighty effective. Had a good conversation with John Wetland about he and League. Both of those young men are confidence building, all their extra work paying off. Ardsma's 27 out of 32 save opportunities, 11 for his last 12. Field in close pitch. Brandon 2 for 4, 2 runs batted in, home run and a double. He's got 2 of the Mariners' 8 hits. Kochman swinging a miss. Two outs. Chance for Langerhans to pick up another run. Spent part of your Labor Day with FSN and the Mariners as Ichiro and Seattle kicks off a 3-game division rival series with the Oakland Athletics. First matchup coming up tomorrow. It's an early 12:30 start. Make sure you make that special note of that. And it'll be right here on FSN and FSN HD. This is by Tim Belcher, pitching coach, one-time Mariner. And Joe Smith is throwing.
Buying some time, getting him loose. Might want to put the left-handed hitting Langerhans on and go after Adam Moore, who stands on deck.
Langerhans today grounded out the first, struck out swinging, struck out looking. Pretty good heat at 96, missed by Langerhans.
He's had a good fastball in this inning, he just hasn't had good command of it.
One and one. You saw Ardsma throwing for the 9th. He'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Nix, Brown, and Laporta. Popped it up. Out of play. Langerhans got a run out there for him. Good heat, strikes him out. that will do it for the Mariners. They get an unearned run here in the 8th inning. They turn the case over to the DA. 3-0, trying to win it for Felix Hernandez to give him win. What we're interested here, 8 innings. Some strong pitching today, Mike. He takes his ERA over the last 51 2/3 down to 0.17. Hello.
And 111 pitches for him. Again, watching his pitch count. 74 for strikes for Felix, but in command. A lot of first pitch strikes today. He was ahead of hitters all day long. Now they'll turn it over to David Aardsma.
Nix, Brown, and Laporta, 5, 6, 7. Aardsma has been very impressive of late. Northwest Dodge Dealers called to the bullpen. They've saved 11 of his last 12 opportunities. 27 for 32 on the season.
David's numbers, ERA to 3.77. Opponent's average just 2.14. 47 strikeouts in the 45 and the third innings he has pitched.
Comes out strong, 0-2 against Nix. Struck him out on 3 pitches. 1 down. Next up, Matt Laporta. Twice grounded out to Lopez and hit a little looper to Figgins, 0 for 3. Laporta was off 1 better. Brown. It was Nix leading off, now Brown.
So far, Aardsma throwing fastballs. You would think he would be aggressive going after these guys with a 3-run lead.
Going to get a second out here as Figgins retires Brown. So 2 down. And Matt Laporta is the hitter. day for the Indians. 3 errors. Arzner dialed in. 6 consecutive strikes. Make it 7. Oh and 2. Pitch number 8. Misses away. 1 and 2. Pitch to Laporta. Fly ball right field. Ichiro backing up. Makes the catch. And that is the ball game. Mariners win it 3-0. And they salvage a push. A split of the 4 games here with the Cleveland Indians. 2 hours, 26 minutes. A Felix day. A good one, Mike.
It was a good day for Felix. Again, 9 strikeouts for him through the 8 innings he pitched. Didn't give up any runs. Only 4 hits for him. Mariners offensively did just enough for Felix at 3 runs they scored. Now they head out on a road trip, go to Oakland and Anaheim.